Hi, my name is Alan Patrick, and I figured that I'd want to start trying to break into the voice acting industry. It's something I've always wanted to do, and well, I have a full time job, so I can't exactly make it out to physical auditions, which I would love to do, but acting is acting. So I am looking for as many tips and tricks as you may have for me. I have a little bit of a studio setup, but nothing crazy. This is just recording from my phone audio. These headphones are currently plugged into my computer, which is where the rest of the video is going to take place. But I figured that I'd record at least the first minute or so on my phone just to be a face to face type deal instead of immediately to the webcam, which is kind of far away, angled a little differently, but we'll see how that goes. Hope you enjoy. Please leave me a like, comments. If you have any questions, comments, or again, tips or tricks, please give them to me. All right? Enjoy. Okay, so I've never really been on backstage before. I just made an account not too long ago. I don't know. Let me see if I hit account settings, if it will dox me. Yeah, it does immediately. Okay, that's cool. What about? I just wanted to show my profile, please. Oh, voiceover profile, very bare bones at the moment. Don't worry, I'll blur this in post probably. And now I have to wait for my. There we go. Look, welcome to my talent profile. Um, Here's me. There's some information about me. Um, I can play
Are you
my.
looking to improve your sleep
Yep.
schedule and
There's some things I added just literally yesterday, and that is kind of it. I don't know how much of this really matters, but we'll see how that goes. And I don't know how much I'm supposed to blur out because literally I'm trying to get roles, which means you would think that I should be open to revealing where I'm at. Okay, so look at that. We got 18,000 jobs right now. Well, let's get out. Where's the all jobs voiceover? There we go. See, male. Ideally, I think I have it really. I can really nail a male voice. I'd say that. Um, I don't really want to steal anybody's valor. Um, but we'll go there. Minimum age. I can't do a little kid, so I'll say 15 to 100. Um, Really, I don't really know what I can do. So immediately, first one, Neurobridge. Voice acting for sci-fi audio drama fiction podcasts. Oh, okay. Let's click on it. Let's see what it is. View all 6 roles. Neurobridge. Accents needed. Chinese. I am Chinese. Got the jade. Peep the jade. Uh, However, I don't think I can really do a Chinese accent. I guess the people who hire me wouldn't know. I mean, it's not like a thing about, well, no, I'm just, whatever. Okay, Irish. I could do an Irish. Russian. I could do that too. But then I feel like I'm stealing someone's valor. I mean, I'm sure like actual Irish people will kind of need this thing. So should I really be the guy who's stealing that from them? Welcome to, okay, look at that. Okay. Claire Gallagher, immediately out, mostly because I am not a woman. So there's that. Chris Gallagher, key supporting role. Chris is laid back, funny, but you see, accents Irish 3, Chinese 1. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, expert Irish. Hmm. Wu Bing Zhao, a timid. Do you really need? Maybe I should think away from. Maybe I stick away from the accented ones for now. I think this one, I looked at this one yesterday. See, I have one draft. I just don't know what to do with it. The North American Pantheon, a horror podcast. Sounds so interesting, sounds so cool. And the other one sounded really cool too. I just don't think that right now I'm good for it. Plus, it says early recording a mix of remote and on site in Denver or LA. I guess I could fly out to Denver or LA, but Roll's paying for up to $850. I think the flights might cost a little bit more than that. Not a flight expert, however, so who knows? All right. Casting an Ensemble for the North American Pantheon, a horror podcast that follows the exploits of mental health counselor as she interviews inmates of black site prisons for gods, monsters, and other supernatural entities. This sounds really, really interesting. One job posted, she just made it, background checked. I assume it's a she because it says Evie Bean. I apologize if not. Okay. All genders Numa, non-human entity. Ooh, deep resonant. Scary. I think I need to train my voice a little more to be deeper and more resonant. I don't know if it's really something that's scary necessarily. While Numa is a monster in the traditional sense of the word, with the frightening thought processes to match, his heart and mind are very human. For Numa's voice, the production seeking qualities such as depth, resonance, expressiveness, and uniqueness. Do I have a unique voice? I don't know. See, if I click, what happens if I click apply? It buffers. Okay. Add these to my profile. I don't have any of those. Sorry. I only speak one language. Oops. Continue applying. I gotta reminder me. Censor my city. Okay, so I am automatically just have to add a voice reel to do this. A resume document, cover letter. Now, how important do you think this is the question. Do I need a cover letter? You tell me. Do I need a resume? Because I'll tell you this, my resume has 7 years ago, was in high school and did many musicals. Voice reels, I haven't made any. Sorry. You're okay. Can you give me a script for me to read off of? Can I cold read? Do I just have to find the ones that are cold reads? That's what I don't understand. But okay, I get it. Increase your chance of landing this job. Completed profiles are 300% more likely to get contacted. Oh, well, my profile is 6 out of 10, and once I add some things to my resume, I can make it 100%, Or maybe I should. Yeah, I don't have any credits. Sorry. I want to write 2015, played Judd Fry in Oklahoma in high school. That's a crazy. Is it? Is it crazy? You tell me. Am I supposed to do something like that? Am I supposed to put all the credits from my high school career to now? High school for me was 7 years ago. Well, my graduating year. So am I supposed? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I'm not the expert here. All right, back to find jobs. All right, back to sorting these jobs. No, I do not want to do a John Deere turf ad campaign. I'm sorry, but John Deere not a great place. So would not do that. Update 15. I think right on the cusp of. Oh, I can save this search. Heck yeah! Give this search a name. Main search. That's what I need. Okay. And don't email me. Thanks. I changed a couple things, so you may notice a little bit of a difference. Maybe I'm a little quieter. Not quite sure what the best case for this is. Let me know. Let me know if someone wants to join me and see my base of operations and say, hey, you should really lower this setting and then higher this setting. That'd be great. I'd love that. And if what I have to do is say, actually, no. I think my settings are the best settings in the world, and nobody can say anything, just to rile people up so they'll be like, okay, I'll come over there and I'll show you what the real setting should be. I'll do that. Just tell me. Just give me the words. Okay, so I do like this one, however, and I can read the other role. One of them, they're all interesting. The whole story sounds really interesting. Of course, I can't be the bye-bye mommy. Unfortunately, I can't be the baby girl or Amina. Yeah, I can't. I shouldn't say never. Not God more, which is funny. It's good. And it's all work from home, so it's great. Male, 20 to 70s. Very wide age range. This character is a man-devouring demon who masquerades as a faith-healing televangelist. His general demeanor is highly charismatic and reminiscent of well-known TV preachers, intercut with glimpses of the inhumane monster just under the skin. Not God's ideal voice is resonant, rich, and highly energetic, with a few scary flourishes that are undeniably demonic. See, I think that I can kill this voice. I think I could kill. Experience wise, I don't necessarily have a ton of experience watching TV preachers. Or listening to any of that, but I can kind of channel in what I've seen on the Righteous Gemstones and hope that works. But, again, for this one is there's not a draft. I can't, do I have to write? Well, I guess the ideal would be to make a voice reel showing off my range. But I think I have a great range. I just don't know what to do in terms of, do I just make up voices, like do characters, and then this is my southern, deep south southern character, and he is highly energetic. Or do I write a script? Or maybe, can I message a person? And say, hey, can you send me something to read, and I'll read it. And if you like it, you like it. I guess people don't want to do that because they want to find someone's range. All right, next rule here. Pantomime. Pantomimes don't talk, silly. It's a late 20s. Oh, you know what would be fun? Philadelphia, Boston. No, I don't think I can do a Boston accent. Late 20s, early 40s male, ideally with a noticeable Bostonian, Philadelphian, or other East Coast accent. While no longer human, pantomime was human fairly recently and behaves as such. He is friendly and somewhat slow, although not impaired. That's a funny way to put it. His demeanor is therefore direct and personable, but affected by an underlying sense of confusion. I'm walking here. I'm late 20s, early 40s, ideally with a noticeable Bostonian, Philadelphian, or other East Coast accent. While no longer human, pantomime was human fairly recently, and he behaves as such. I don't know how that sounds, to be honest with you. I'm not. Okay. Okay, January 2026. That's so much time. Here's the thing. I don't think I'm going to apply to any of these in the videos at the moment because I need some advice. Do I want to heart this one? This one sounds, it's a drama fiction podcast. Here's my Irish. Tell me if this is good or not, okay? Chris, a laid-back and funny Irishman, is the husband of a neuroscientist, Claire. When he dies, Claire attempts to clone him, only no matter what neuroscientific tricks she employs, she can never quite recreate the man she lost. In fact, this version is quite different. He wasn't raised in the real world, but in a virtual reality training program called Ireland 5, where he acquired a slightly different accent and completely different sensibilities than the original Chris. In the early scenes, he's trying to piece together his identity. Once he finds out what Claire has done, he's irate and finds himself on a more emotional journey to understand who he is and how he fits into the world. While in person, recording in Denver or LA preferred due to the accent requirements, this will likely be a remote role. Here, I lose it. However, I do know that if I put my mind to it, if I practice, I can keep it. And I can do it. I don't know. Archie Rayner, American British or similar, supporting role of my look, I can do British. Or actually, renounce pronunciation if he's dignified, aged, authoritative, clear, measured, and villainous.
Archie became an ALS researcher who helped create the NeuroBridge, a device originally intended to read and stimulate certain brain regions, but has since been co-opted for manipulative purposes. He's an old guy, but frequently finds himself bending rules for his young science. He's an old guy, but frequently finds himself bending rules for his young neuroscientist mentee, Claire. He turns a blind eye when he discovers that she's cloned her late husband and has been using the neurobridge to mold the clone into the man she lost. Twists in the story reveal that he's done something dark as well. Yeah, the rest a lot of other featured roles, various featured roles in this. This is a registration and just for all comers who don't see any perfect fit. I should apply anything to this one. Officer Smith is a woman. Fabian Ricci is a male. European. Oh, look at all these accents they're asking for. I don't know any. Well, Baby Enrici is an aging professor in the developmental biology at UCSF. He specializes in mammalian cloning and spun a startup out of his lab called Second Wag, which allows people to clone their pets when they pass away. He's approached by the lead character Claire, who is a widowed neuroscientist interested in cloning her husband. He joins Claire's mission with a ticking clock plan to usurp the clone's bodies via brain transplant to bail him out of his sinking, cancer-ridden body. Okay. What if he's French? Fabian is a central villain who represents the dystopian futures. That's so offensive. Oh god, that's bad. Italian, Spanish, Ukrainian, Dutch. I mean, I was just like vaguely very Eastern European. Finnish. Finnish, like a Nordic. That's the word I'm thinking of. I can't. I haven't heard a lot of the talk from that, so I can't do. I'm not great at it. So okay. I do like this one. I think I'll try, and I think when I do make my other things, I'm going to incorporate. Sorry about my webcam shaking. It's attached to my monitor stand, which isn't on my monitor, and it's not like the most stable thing. Every time I move, it kind of shakes, but I'm used to it, so it doesn't really matter to me. I don't want to do too much, so maybe I'll read for one more. Anderson Brothers Bank. I think I read this one. I'm not against doing commercials, records remotely. And you know what? I did two fun, artsy ones, so let's read this commercial one. Company details to be discussed. Awesome. Looking for a narrator to bookend two different spots, both scripted. Feel free to review the entire script to understand the style and tone. They are both comedic, satirical in nature, but the narrated voice must be the voice of reason. Compensation is $400 per spot, so if you get for both spots. Cool. Okay. Jingles. If your jingle version is selected and used in the spot, production will send a demo memo to compensate you. Jingles. Anderson Brothers Bank. If you want a bank, bank here. Fuck. That's so bad. Okay. Southern American, Western American, American General. Looking for a narrator to book in two different spots, both scripts attached. Where? Tell me where. Tell me where they're at. Tell me where they're at. And I will look at it. Regional. It wouldn't be crazy to the Carolinas. I know someone who lives in the Carolinas. If he sees a Anderson Brothers Bank commercial and then hears my voice, that's insane. That'd be so sick. However, where do I hit apply? If I hit apply, does it show me? This episode, sorry, continue applying, is going to be Ah ha ha ha! Look at that. Both the generational banking and superhero PDF narrator. Okay, let's zoom into this. Business services, bankers, or superheroes. Open on a stressed out business owner surrounded by invoices, empty food wrappers, papers, pamphlets, and a mug that says World's Worst Business Owners. A broken printer, a flicking overhead light. When your business needs more than just banking, they show up. When your business needs more than just banking, they show up. Cut to crash, door flies open, three sharply dressed women enter in slow motion. Wow, women, they get it done. One with a tablet, one with a tool belt, hammer, drill, and holding a giant cup of coffee. World's perspective. The business owner is amused. Superwoman 1. Same day wire transfers and ACH payments done. Superwoman 2. Remote deposit capture check. Superwoman 3. Merchant services? Well, you know. She confidently takes a sip of her coffee. Cut to Superman 1 using her tablet while cross-referencing the settings on the printer. Superwoman 2 with the tool belt around her waist is in the final process of installing new light fixtures. Superwoman 3 in the business owner's chair with her cup of coffee as the business owner's watch over her typing invoice data in the computer. Sorry. Are you my bankers or my superheroes? Both, but we don't wear capes. They wrinkle. Anderson Brothers Bank Business Services. You run the business, we'll handle the rest. That's amazing. That's amazing. That's awesome. I love that. Oh, here's more. Here's more. Checking. Let's zoom in on this bad boy. Open with a slow push on Grandpa sitting at the diner with a half-empty plate and a steamy coffee mug. The bill hits the table as Grandma reaches for the back pocket. He looks up. Back in my day, we wrote checks in cursive. Cut to his daughter, middle-aged, standing around her kitchen with standing around her kitchen island with a pile of mail. She is in the process of opening up an envelope. She looks up. Well, today I just snap a quick photo to deposit my checks. Oh no, that's Happy. Well, today I just snap a quick photo to take a picture. Well, today I just snap a quick photo to deposit my checks. Cut to the man's grandson, a teenager, at the food truck in the process of ordering some ice cream. He has headphones around his neck and a book bag on his over. Checks? You mean like paper? Cut to a series of three shops. Grandpa opens his checkbook wallet and concludes filling out the dollar amount in cursive, daughter snapping photo, and the teen tapping the point of sale. That's what POS means. System. Point of sale system. Okay, I thought it was one of those ATM machine things. At the food truck with his phone. Narrator. At Anderson Brothers Bank, we're built for generational banking. Whether you're tapping, snapping, or handwriting like it's 1933, our checking fits your life at every stage. Or Western, Southern. I don't know the difference. Sorry. At Anderson Brothers Bank, we're built for generational banking. Whether you're tapping, snapping, or handwriting like it's 1933, our checking fits your life at every stage. Cut to all three at the diner as the server brings over a portable point of sale system for payment. The grandpa grabs his checkbook and tries to tap. They all share a laugh. Anderson Brothers Bank. Traditions change, your bank doesn't have to. I swallowed a lot of spit. Reading a lot more than I'm used to out loud. Anderson Brothers Bank. Traditions change, your bank doesn't have to. Anderson Brothers Bank. Traditions change. Your bank doesn't have to. But you know what does have to change? Me to the end of the video. Because that is 3. And I feel like 3 is kind of a good way to start. And that was honestly so much fun. I wasn't expecting reading for the Anderson Brothers Bank multiple spots commercial to be fun. I think it is. I mean, everything I'm doing right now is so fun and so different that it's. I really should have just done it before. And if you ever ask yourself, if you're ever questioning, should you do something? If you're ever And well, if you ever think about no, hold on, I'm trying to come up with a tagline at the end of the video. What could I like to say, why not me, why not now? However, it doesn't translate that well if I say why not you, why not now, but maybe it does. So tell yourself this: why not you, why not now? Go ahead and do it. All right, thanks for watching.